Hey guys, so today I'm going to just talk a little bit about mental health and why I'm kind of not doing Vlogmas this year. I feel like I'm not a very confident person anyway, but I think that at the moment it's just not really good for me to do it for my mental health, and just because I lack a lot of confidence with my eating disorder as well. It's very difficult to have days where I can be really happy, and I wouldn't want to portray any kind of fake happiness on videos and stuff, and I wouldn't want anybody to feel negative when they come onto my channel and like watch my videos. So I think that it's very important to kind of allow myself this time to really consider whether I would want to do that in the future, if I do decide to keep going with videos and stuff like that. And yeah, that's kind of the reason that I didn't really want to do Vlogmas this year. I'd love to do Vlogmas. I feel like Vlogmas is one of those things that you really have to enjoy. I think I'd probably do weekly vlogs throughout Christmas, because Christmas is definitely one of my favourite times of the year, and I know that this year it's been very different, but I think that when it is back at the normal kind of stage where we can do all the cute, fun, like exciting things for Christmas, I think that I'll probably be in a better place mentally to kind of get into Vlogmas and do more videos. I think that would be a really fun idea. Just kind of just having a bit of an update really on everything that's been going on, and I think it's very important to address that Christmas is a very difficult time for me. I think for a lot of people who struggle with an eating disorder, I think, and the families as well, I think it's very difficult for us to kind of get into the spirit of Christmas. As I said, Christmas is a really good time of year for me. It always has been. It's always been my favourite holiday, and I've always preferred Christmas to birthdays. I mean, Christmas is the best, and I think kind of going back over the past few years, it's not been as good. I think the build-up is definitely better than the actual day, because you get to do all the fun things before Christmas, and then when Christmas is here, it kind of is a little bit deflating, because then you know that you can't do anything after that. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to address my eating disorder, because I know that a lot of people do struggle all the time, but especially at Christmas, because there are constant things to do with food. There are adverts, you know, you get all the delicious things coming out in different fast food places, like Christmas things. You've got Greggs, who have the festive bake, you've got McDonald's, you know, that there's various like additions with Christmas menus and stuff like that. So I kind of just wanted to talk about it a little bit. I think that it's very important to make sure that you've got the family support, especially around Christmas time. And if you're like me, who, like, if you see something like a box of chocolates or a half a pack of biscuits out in your home, then you are going to kind of want that. And I think that's a really important thing, especially at Christmas time, because I think at Christmas time it can be very overwhelming with food, because there is a lot of food aspect when it comes to Christmas. I love Christmas. I will never stop loving Christmas. but I also think it's a very important thing to kind of spread awareness about, making sure that you are there for your loved one who is struggling with an eating disorder, making sure that you kind of take the better steps in making sure that they are mentally okay, and if they are struggling, then just to kind of go over things with them. So for me, I struggle with having certain food in the house, and I think I've addressed this actually in a previous video, but especially at Christmas time, there will be chocolate, there will be biscuits and festive treats kind of. I know that it's one of those things you do, like for me, I love giving edible gifts to my friends and family, so I know that that is something I struggle with, but at the same time I enjoy doing that for other people. It's just kind of making sure that you're keeping aware that when you do know someone, and that when you do know someone who struggles with an eating disorder, I think it can be a difficult thing kind of trying to figure out what to get somebody for Christmas. But you just kind of have to be vocal. I think that's a really important thing for family and friends, just to be really vocal with the person who is struggling, because if you want to get them something and it's an edible gift, you just need to be vocal, and you just kind of have to say to them, look, I'd really like to get you something, and like if you don't want to say what it is, that's fine, but just make them aware that it is something edible. And you know, if they are grateful and they want to have the gift, then that's brilliant. But if they are also still grateful and aren't 100% on it, then it's something to look out for. It's not something that you kind of push to the side. It's something that you should take on board and just try not to make it a big deal, I guess. Like, don't make that person feel uncomfortable for saying that they aren't comfortable with receiving an edible gift. So I just really wanted to address it because it's something that it's been on my mind. I've been struggling a lot recently myself with food and like my own personal journey with that, and it's very, not to be too down about it, but it's very overwhelming, and it's very difficult to manage. I think at Christmas time and Easter time, we won't even get into that, but I think that at Christmas time it's such a lovely time of the year, but it's very difficult and it is a struggle with food sometimes, and I think that people need to be more aware of kind of the struggles that we face and the support that we need. Just be more aware really of your loved one, and if they're struggling, you make sure you listen to whatever they need, because I think for me it could be different for anyone, but I think everything varies with an eating disorder, and I think that's a really important thing to remember, is that my eating disorder isn't going to be the same as somebody else's. So what I may need, somebody else could be completely different. So just definitely listen to your loved ones, and you make sure to be vocal, as I said, as supporting somebody. If you are supporting someone who is struggling with their eating disorder, then you need to be just as vocal as they are. So just be mindful and be more aware. Just be aware. I think that it's very important at this time of year to make sure that your loved ones know that they are loved and that you support them 100%. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that this video, I know it's not a very happy video, but I hope it's been informative, and I hope that whoever is struggling with their own eating disorder, that you are doing okay. And if you want to message me at all, then that is absolutely fine, and just stay safe. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.